Testing. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, this is for you, Victor, in the same time. Post analysis for me. Anyways, just go through this. So at the time, I was already watching this pair, and some reason this pair just went off of me for a bit. And quite didn't understand in the same time. And I kind of understand or didn't understand. At first, there was a couple candles that the buyer coming in started getting weak from here, and then slammed down, but then slammed really strong compared to this one. And all of a sudden, this buyer came up and very desperate. And at the same time, I wanted to sell it with them. Maybe it was not ready yet. That's why. So daily is still the owner of it, but usually it's a higher time frame owner, so I stick with daily. So once I stick with daily, the daily gave me something like always going down, and then I wanted to take this piece to go down there, but then all of a sudden the buyer came really strong from this area. So I went to, this is a good sign for me to ready to take it down, because it's a good sign for a seller that have a volume from the top and throughout the bottom, and all of a sudden the buyer take up from there. So this will change to a buy, but I'm not sure yet. This could be a temporary. I still want a discount. That's my thoughts. That was my first thought. I still want a discount either to here to over here before I take any initiative to go for a buy. Because how in a sudden with that on the October 27, buyers just started coming very strong from here to the bottom, and all this date right here, they're starting to have a lower volume, so it's kind of a little trying to mess up my mind. But once it reached to that level right here, the seller still has some power in it compared to every volume. So yeah, that's what I was waiting for, a discount, but I wanted to initiate for a counter trade. So that's why I wanted to go. But then at that day I say, okay, is it ready to do a counter trade? If it's ready to do a primary to go sell. So I'm looking for a 1 hour area. Also the 4 hour already showed that it killed one of those buyers from the top, but they actually didn't really kill on this guy, but they killed some of this guy, but very low from here. So it's a funny part, because in the 1 hour, someone in the line always initiate, see this and drop. Okay, I missed the move. I missed this move for sure. Yeah, today is the 10th. Yeah. So I missed this move, and I think I did a post analysis for that one too. I missed this move because I wanted to watch it and observe what's going on at that move. And at the same time, I said, great, you know, they're taking out that buyer right here, kind of take it out. So give me a pullback. So the pullback from this guy from here is very choppy, and then that's really got me interested for a sell. And I went for it. And once I went for it in the 5 minutes of that area. So a reading, it does touch the area, or it really didn't touch the area, but it's just give it one more move from here. So I kind of then say, what the heck? Okay, give me one move. It's pretty strong, and I initiate to take this one down over here. So on the 5 minutes, my plan was not taking down really lower, but then here's the problem from this one, that what I did in the early stage, and I think I had to repeat myself, stop doing that if I'm doing a counter trend, is my money management. So when I was doing my money management, I was not doing my money management. I was sticking to a standard, which is if I have a 5,000, just take 1% off, or 1%, which is $50. So I keep doing the $50 things, but in a way, in a poking in my mind, it was telling me, you can do better. Counter trend is very risky, and you should do less than the whole $50. So from there, I should have done like 0 point mini lots just to get the practice for myself. And also at the same time, I'm telling this to you in the future. So often I did with a 0.10 lots. Yeah, makes you put in $50 and you make over $50, and it was great. I actually got out from this area, but then the problem was I didn't know where to get out. So I was looking for an area to get out since I took that trade from here. I should have got out from there because the buyer was very strong at that moment. Even though it has a low volume in it. And what is this? What is this? Why are they pushing back up? And I think there is time for them to fight. So when they were fighting, I didn't like this part, and I didn't like this part. But the part they show up, and the sellers show up, and at that point I was like, why it didn't go all the way down? You know, kill this whole area. And a very detailed at that moment I saw this. Okay, kill that buyer, so I could get down to a C price and come in and come here and get it done from this area. But then I also felt nervous because I was putting over lots. So after this was the buyer came up and showed some volume. I just took this price over here, and that's it. Just one ratio in that area. Because I felt like there's something wrong with it, or the buyer still need to buy more. He's still desperate and to go up. So I just let him be. So just to play with it right now, it show more information for me to observe. Okay, so by Monday or Tuesday, I might think and pre-analysis again with this future stock will go up. So it happened to me. I'm glad I got out. I didn't really look at it because it was during the time I'm at work, so I didn't have time to look at it. So I just let it play out. So then when this thing happened, at this point I was like, oh shoot, I'm glad I got out. So when I got out, then I'm thinking, okay, now there's no more counter trend. I'm thinking to go for a buy, but when I go for a buy, I have a question for this. So I need a discount. I can't just go buy it on the high top. So this is what happened. I'll go back to 1 hour, and this is what happened. It destroyed of actually this seller have tried it. Let me see. Through this level, and I don't see no seller trying it, so I took out here. So somewhere in the line I might have to take it back up from here. PS, yeah, it had to be in this area. To take it for a buy. But the thing is, why didn't give it? Why I still okay, due to the market is that market what they want to do, but I also think I didn't really think that they didn't give me the price that I wanted from here to here, or to see because it's higher, or it could be here to here. So kind of a little bit of worries, but then there's still volume over here. And then weekly is so like it's weak. So yeah, that's basically my post analysis of the day. And great job, Victor. So keep learning, keep going, keep observing the market, combine what you learn, and also go out there and relax for a bit, and then come back in the 2 days and start studying again. Yeah. That's basically it. That's my post analysis of the day. Let's go.